Hi guys, I'm Tatiana Espinoza and I'm currently a senior and my major is public relations and my minor is business management. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about my internship at Arethusa. So the way that I got this internship was basically I had an internship lined up at the beginning of COVID and then it was canceled because of COVID, and after COVID was going on for a little while I still had to get an internship, so I kept looking for internships, but obviously there weren't many because of COVID. And I decided to look in my area and I started calling businesses, which I know isn't really the normal route people go when looking for an internship, but I think it's important to keep that in mind that, just because a place doesn't have an internship opportunity available, it doesn't mean that they won't create one if they think that you're a right fit, which is what they did for me. They said they didn't have any opportunities at the time, but that they needed some help, so they were willing to interview me. And when I went in, they interviewed me, and I just clicked really well with the staff there, which was great, and they hired me for the position that I'm currently working in. So, my first supervisor was very laid back and down to earth, and we worked really well together and we were always working on projects together. She was very open and interested in my feedback and in my opinions about things. So she was very good about working with me, and she didn't make me feel as if she was higher up than me. She made me feel as we were a team. So I really enjoyed that, and she was very friendly, and I just really enjoyed working with her. But then she had a new career opportunity, which was really great for her. And obviously, I was sad to see her leave, but I was really happy for her. So we did have another supervisor come in that had already been working there, which is my second supervisor, who I'm currently working with now. So the second supervisor is also very nice and very friendly, but she is more demanding. Um, we work independently mostly. She does her things, I do my things, and usually is what she does is she just gives me tasks to do, and then I complete them, and then we check in and see if we're on the same page and discuss different things. And that's just basically how it works. She likes to work more independently, which is fine by me. I work well in both ways, so I think it gives me the opportunity to be more independent, which I think is also really great and allows me to build on that strength. So my responsibilities change every single day. I usually am doing something different every day that I'm there, or I'm working remote. So I've mostly been working in person, but I have worked remote these past couple of weeks because she gave me the option to. So that was nice, and nothing really changed. I kept with my same responsibilities or something I'd usually be doing in the office. So I wasn't taken back by that at all. So one of the things that I usually do when I'm in the office or at home is I manage the social media accounts. I just go over onto the accounts and reply back to comments or inbox messages or any of the shared posts that we get. Something else that I do is I write press releases, media pitches, and I did write a small crisis communication plan. And I'm taking a class on that right now, so that was good practice for that. Um, I have been creating GIFs at the moment. They've never had GIFs, so I brought up the idea to create a GIF to have more interaction with our followers. And something else is brainstorming, which I find really fun, to try to create a positive brand image and just boost something, bring something fresh to the company, which is very interesting. And lastly, styling for product photo shoots. Obviously, we do a lot of product photo shoots since Arethusa has a cafe, a restaurant, and the farm. So we try to come up with a bunch of different photo shoot ideas. I work closely with a photographer. My past supervisor, the first one, she was a photographer at the time, so I worked very closely with her with that. She really allowed me to put a lot of input into how the photo should look and maybe what props we should use. So that was really fun. So, as I just mentioned, I love doing the photo shoots and helping with the styling, and I included some of the works that I had a lot of say in. I was able to really help her direct direct her and tell her what I think would look good, and she ended up using them because obviously we take a million photos and sometimes it doesn't come out the way you think in your head. But I did find that really fun. It's really creative, so that was a nice creative outlet for me. I also really enjoy the brainstorming aspect and research aspect, like looking up different ways to better the brand image or different fresh ideas that we could do, like maybe food videos or whatever it may be. I really enjoy being creative and trying to come up with something new for the company. Something I find challenging though is when I'm writing back on comments or writing my press releases, it's hard to maintain that Arethusa brand voice because obviously every brand has a voice of their own. So I try to stay in line with that, and sometimes I do find it difficult because I tend to want to just write in the way that I talk, and maybe some things I would say isn't in line with the Arethusa brand voice. So that is something I find a little challenging.